Do any of y'all remember making these 3D snowflake ornaments out of paper? But this time I made them out of fabric. Yes, I did. I have some of Patroclos's Winter Solstice in my shop, and I hadn't made anything yet. So I was like, I have got to make these snowflakes. And I think I have a winner chicken dinner on my hands. But before we get into the tutorial, I love being able to share my knowledge with y'all on my YouTube channel. But unfortunately, I can't do it all. And so I need to guide y'all in a place in case there's a technique that you want to learn that I don't have. And that place is Craftsy, the sponsor of today's video. They actually have over 2,000 classes in 20 creative categories. So there's always something new that you can learn beyond what I'm able to share with you here. All of their classes involve a step-by-step process and downloadable content that you can have in your hands to help you along the way. So yes, I got you covered when it comes to sewing, quilting, and crochet, but even still, there are tips, tricks, and techniques that I'm never gonna get to that they've got covered over on Craftsy. In addition to their content on knitting, painting, drawing, cooking, baking, cake decorating. The sky is the limit over at Craftsy. And get this, right now, the first 1,000 people who click the link in my description below will get a full year of Craftsy premium membership for $1.49. Like, that is a huge discount compared to the regular $123. So make sure to click that link below and check out Craftsy. Now on to our scheduled content. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Matthew of Mixed Domestic. This is an inclusive sewing and crafting space, so if that sounds awesome to you, make sure to subscribe to my channel and then hit that bell to get notified anytime a new video comes up. Let's get ready to have some fun and make these ornaments! First step is getting 2 pieces of larger than 6 inches by 9 inches because it's going to create 6 3x3 squares. So 2 of these are the 2 fabrics for this one. And then I'm going to use 2 pieces of the Ultra Hold Heat and Bond, so it's super duper stable. So each one of these is getting one. Lay this down here, center it. What's super cool about using this fusible is that it's very pliable until it cools, and then it gets really stiff. So if you needed to loosen it up, then just iron it. See, fresh off the iron. Oh, it's like regular fabric. What? And then check this out, it's cooled. Look how stiff it is. Now I'm going to cut this into 3-inch strips and then subcut those into a total of 6 3x3 squares. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fused squares. So we're starting with this 3-inch square. Just fold it on a diagonal, and then now I'm going to fold it on another diagonal. With all this heat and bond, it's pretty thick actually. So if this is your first time, or you have limited dexterity with your hands, maybe only use 1 sheet of heat and bond. So it's like so, see? Where this single fold is, not the double fold, I am going to line this up just so you can see from here to here, it's 1.5 inches. So we're going to make 3 cuts here, from here to getting as close as we can to that edge. And with this, I'm going to start off, I'm going to line this raw edge right here. So it is 1 1/8 inches is the first cut. I'm going to get started right here, and then I can't see it with there, and I'm going to get as close as possible. I'll show you on the next cut at a different angle, but this next cut is going to be 3/4. So right here, 3/4. I'll get started. I get as close as possible. See? Ta-da! This final cut here is going to be at 3/8. I'm going to do the same thing. Just pulling this away and then getting as close as possible so I can see. This is what it looks like. Boom, boom, boom. And if you are worried about getting too close here and cutting too far, you can go as far as you can see, and then when you open it up, snip it. Now let's open it up and see. Dun-da-da. This is what it looks like. Yeah, see, even right here. I'm going to go ahead and get this one a little bit closer. Like so. The rest are fine. And do the same thing to all 6. Now I'm just gonna do a light press where that fold is just to iron it out. And now I'm bringing out the hot glue gun. We're gonna roll each of these like we're folding a burrito. First one, I'm just gonna press it down. Fold that over. And that's the first one. And then rotate it. And now do this one this way. I just want to make sure all these are going the same way. So it's going, which means that this one's going to be on top. Like so. Rotate this one down. Put a dab of glue. It doesn't take a lot of hot glue. Too much and you'll get burnt. Rotate. The final one. Ah! So, ta-da, ta-da. And do this to all 6 of them. Now it's time to join these. Once again, I just want to make sure that they're all going the same direction. So I'm going to do 3 and then 3. Right here. First, just do it right there. And then just add one more. And then now I'm gonna join the bottoms right here. Just a little dab of glue. Don't want to use a lot, just want to like get those tips to kiss, like so. See, just itty bitty. Oh my god, my dogs think I'm following them. And now I'll bring these together. Once again, just joining right here. Like so, see? And coming around and doing the same thing over here. Don't join the center yet. And now we gotta join these two. And my favorite way to do it really is just to have them like lay on top of each other, like so. And I'm gonna hold it like this because if not, it will shift. So I have ribbon with the loop here and then the 2 ends here. I'm going to just thread it through that top. See? Nope. And pull the loop over those. And then let it nicely just sit there. And then determine how long I want it. Tie a knot. Trim. And ta-da! And check these out! Those are quite exquisite. So this year I went this size, perfect for the tree. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if you went smaller and made some earrings? Or gigantic and made a tree topper? And these are not holiday specific. It's all about the winter. So if you need some snowflakes in your life, this is the time for you. But one thing that I love to do with any of the ornaments that I make out of fabric is I will take some of the wrapping paper every Christmas and then I'll use those to make some ornaments for the next year. So that can be great family fun on the day of, right? So make sure to head to my shop and get this fabric and all of the supplies to make this ornament. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to my channel and then subscribe to my newsletter so you get all of the deals and information as it comes out in real time. And until next time, happy sewing and crafting.